The walls I had built had become so high and so firm that even glimpses of happiness felt like a betrayal to my silent resistance. I wish I could tell you there was one defining moment when everything changed. There wasn't. My anger didn't disappear overnight. Neither did the loneliness or fear. But I see now that real transformation is rarely loud. More often, it happens so quietly that you don't even notice it's taking place until you look back. And this is the truth of my journey. For me, change began with something I didn't expect. Change happened when my relationship with God became real. Through my paces, through daily school devotions, through quiet afternoons at home, and the numerous days spent in church, I stopped knowing the version of God I had only heard of all my life. I began to see him clearly for who he was, in a way that felt more personal and individualized than ever. I met God in the darkness, drawing close first out of necessity, out of my need for light. But that necessity became desire, and that desire became hunger, and that hunger gave me a relationship, and he became my light. He became my reason to believe that my life was not going down a random road, but rather that he had put me on an intentional path and was sure of the outcome. He knew who I was before I did, and he was sure of why homeschooling with ACE was the right way to go. The more time I spent with him, the more I began to see my life through his perspective rather than my own. My circumstances hadn't changed, but something within me had. God gave me something I didn't even realize I had been missing all my life. Hope. Not hope that homeschooling would end, but hope that he was doing something meaningful with it, something intentional. My life didn't transform or become perfect overnight,